Hey everyone, this is Trend Crave here, and in today's video, we're going to be going through the top 10 scariest surveillance camera videos, CCTV type shit, security camera stuff. Some of these are really scary in terms of like ghost type shit, and some of them are just people almost fucking dying. And then we've got some really creepy stuff. It's just a really wide variety in this one. But before we actually get into the list, I'd really appreciate if you guys could leave a like in the video because, well, a desperate piece of shit like me loves that shit. I think we're like 25 seconds into the video already. I've already said shit like 4 or 5 times, so, it sounds like we're off to a good start. But I'm going to be giving away 3 $25 Amazon gift cards, just a little small giveaway for this next week. The winner will be announced on next Saturday, so not this Saturday, but the next one. And all you have to do to enter is subscribe to the channel and turn on that bell notification next to the subscribe button. That's all you got to do. For now, though, let's go ahead and get into this top 10. And in the number 10 spot, we've got something really crazy that happened at a gas station. Now, this didn't happen outside by the pumps, but it happened inside the convenience store. I'm not going to spoil what happens in this one because I want it to be a surprise. However, if you're not stupid, you can pretty much assume what's going to happen. However, I'm just going to say, make sure to focus on the woman walking towards the counter, okay? That was a super narrow miss, but moving on to number 9, we've got something that happened at the Bora Valley Station platform, which is a train station, and this guy, it looks like he was late to getting on the train. He really wanted to get on it, so he chased after the train, which it ended up being kind of a bad fucking idea. Next thing you know, dipshit's holding onto the train while it's moving, and something goes wrong, and he ends up falling down into the tracks. He does end up being completely fine because he falls down into a spot where the train's not hitting him, and then people help him up afterwards. Heading over to number 8, we've got a Manchester poltergeist caught on CCTV, and I'm going to go ahead and read the description real quick. During the early hours of the 1st of November 2012, security staff monitoring CCTV at an office in Castlefield House on Liverpool Road, Manchester, witnessed a harrowing chain of events. This is the actual footage seen by those security guards as they flit from camera to camera, and I mean, obviously, it looks like security camera footage type shit. To me, I think it's edited and stuff. I'm not really the type of person that thinks all the ghost stuff is real. However, I knew if I didn't put one of these on the video, or at least a couple of them, people would bitch. So I want you guys to watch this one and let me know down in the comment section if you think that it's real or if it's fake and stage type stuff. You know how I said at the start of the video, there's some of these that are just gonna be downright creepy? Well, in the number 7 spot, we got one of those. Basically, this burglar broke into this family's house, and the family had security cameras up, especially on the baby's room. But this burglar came and stole a couple things, but he didn't really take that much, to be honest with you. He took $60, a laptop, and a briefcase. The laptop and briefcase eventually were later recovered because I think the guy dropped them in the neighbor's yard or some shit like that. So he only got off with $60, which is like, why? It's kind of pointless to do it for that little. But for a little bit while he was robbing the family's home, he just stood and watched their baby. Like, just stood there. Like, it's the creepiest shit ever. And this guy knew that they had security cameras because he looked directly into them and he didn't even care.
was walking around checking out their sleeping baby. The parents never knew somebody was there until they looked at the surveillance video. Is that not shocking? The 2-year-old's father says that he was sick to his stomach when he saw this. The dad says that the burglar knew he was being recorded because he looked at the camera and said something like, "I'm here, don't care." Police are now looking for the suspect.
Moving on to number 6, we've got another creepy one, and this one involves clowns this time, which obviously have been in the news a lot lately, but this happened back a couple years ago, before the whole giant, fucking creeping people out in a clown costume trend started. These guys are some of the more original ones. But for a little while, these clowns were terrorizing a couple different neighborhoods in Jacksonville, Florida, and they were just going up to their porches and doing some really weird shit. I don't know if you're gonna be watching this after Halloween happens, but this video is being posted before Halloween, and I'm still just really curious to see what happens with the whole clown trend mixed with Halloween. I think it's gonna be a crazy Halloween this year. Heading over to number 5, we've got a crazy freak accident, and what happened was this guy was just filling up his car with some gas at a gas station. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, this tire comes flying at him. He's facing the opposite direction, so there's no way he's gonna see this tire and get out of the way in time. Next thing you know, it does end up hitting him, and he falls to the ground. I'm not really sure how badly he was injured. He does sit up afterwards, and it looks like a woman is helping him, but that'd be a really scary situation to be in. In the number 4 spot, we've got something really weird that happened at night to a worker, and it's believed to be an alien abduction by people who, watch this video. It was on like a TV show type thing. It kind of reminds me of the Twilight Zone. And this security camera footage is very popular. After it all happened though, the guy did not remember anything about it, the worker, and then he also quit his job shortly after as well.
There are 4 black and white pictures. In the top right quadrant, a worker walks right to left through a gate. He disappears here in a flash of light at 11:16 p.m. The tape continued to run normally until almost 2 hours later. Then the victim reappears in a second flash of light, now in a fetal position. Then moments later, now crouching, he vomits, and seconds later, staggers right to left, out of frame.
Moving on to number 3, we've got a pedestrian who is walking down a sidewalk in Russia, and then all of a sudden, this car just spiraled out of control and slammed into the sidewalk spot. This guy jumps out of the way just in time, and now I gotta do my generic fucking Russian joke. You know what it seems like to me? It seems like a normal day in Russia. I couldn't think of a more generic joke to say. If you can think of a more generic piece of shit cringy joke to say than that for this clip, let me know in the comment section. Heading over to number 2, we've got something tragic that happened at a gas station, and there was a 72-year-old man driving his car. He was getting some gas refilled and stuff like that. There was also another man There's also another man on the other side of the pump who was filling up his gas as well, and the 72-year-old man forgot to take the nozzle out of his car and drove off with it inside, and this kind of created a slingshot effect and it hit the other guy in the head. The guy got knocked out cold and it looks like he got badly injured. I can't really show much more than that just because of YouTube's rules and stuff. However, it looks like he did end up being okay because in the description of the video that I found it on, it said that the guy survived the accident. And finally, in the number one spot, we've got something insanely creepy, probably the creepiest thing on this entire list. But what happened was this guy, he kept on getting food that was missing from his apartment. Like, he thought his girlfriend was eating it, and she said that she wasn't. So he decided to put up a surveillance camera in his apartment for a night, just to catch her in the act. The thing is, she was telling the truth, and what he figured out was a bit more surprising than you'd think. And if you've seen this before, it wouldn't surprise me because it's a really popular video. I've seen it multiple times before. Those are the clips that I have for today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure to leave a like in the video. Let's try to break 7,500 likes. That'd be insanely awesome. I'd really appreciate you guys. Also, make sure to go ahead and comment down below and tell me which one of these you thought was the scariest. And if you ever caught something scary on your surveillance camera, security cameras, if you have one of those, let me know what it was down in the comment section as well. I hope you guys are still enjoying these scary, spooky, creepy type videos, because I'm going to continue doing these up until Halloween. It's kind of like a scare week type thing, I guess you could say. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and end the video off right about there, so I'll see you guys later. Shebang, bitches.